Shanghai is not only the largest city in China, but the most vigorous and modern city in the country. No city in China has ever fully embraced technology and modernity more than Shanghai. From the way it looks today, a tourist is likely to get an illusion that he's in a city in Europe and not in China. Best art athletic blends the tall seller of Eastern and Western architectural flavors. Examples abound. The Chuchang of old Shanghai. Shanghai is intriguing and attractive. The city is replete with various buildings of different architectural styles, including Gothic, Baroque, Romanesque, Classical, and Renaissance. Most of the buildings are remnants of colonial Shanghai, constructed in the 18th century. Considered as China's Wall Street, the Bund is one of the most recognizable architectural symbols of Shanghai. For foreign visitors, the Bund is the place to go for its old buildings, its history, and for promenading, especially of an evening. On the opposite side of the Huangpu River is Pudong, which has been transformed from little more than swampland to a wealthy financial district and a growing urban center in its own right. Because of its position as a natural port, Shanghai has also become China's premier air, land, and sea transport hub. And what was a small thousand coastal town just 200 years ago has now become one of the world's largest and most important cities. Shanghai exudes a cosmopolitan character, marked by the contemporary urban living, skyscrapers of various architectures, bustling financial and industrial districts. And Shanghai is also a tourist haven, offering various attractions and landmarks, already bursting with developments citywide. Shanghai is geared up for another round of facelifts and new developments as it prepares to host the International World's Fair and exhibitions in 2010. Shanghai Expo will be the feast of city life, a symphony of innovation and integration, and a dialogue of human civilization. During the long corridor of Shanghai, the Bund always appears as a symbol of Shanghai and the epitome of Shanghai's modern history. Shanghainese are proud of the Bund. The Bund is also considered as China's Wall Street or Financial Street, as many of the buildings are occupied by the major banks and financial institutions in the late 19th century. Wandering here, visitors may appreciate the elegant and magnificent architectural complex of different groups and the manner of Huangpu River. Overlook the new lot of Pudong district on the opposite bank. Relax themselves among the green trees and modern gardens. Regarded as gallery of worldwide architecture, the Bund is a must-see place in the city. Besides the fine architecture, the Bund also has a few other smaller attractions, including number 3, number 8, and number 12, or SHBC building. During 1927, the Customs House, or the twin building of SHBC, was known for its clock and bell. But the number 19 and number 20 of the Bund is the first modern architectures, house the Peace Hotel today, which is one of the oldest surviving hotels in Shanghai and the most famous world top hotels in the city. Featuring the modern decorations and the most beautiful gate, the British architecture are the integration of history, culture, fashions, and arts. Today, the bund was turned into a world-renowned fashion, jewelry, gourmet, and art center. The mother river of Shanghai, the Huangpu River, was one of the earliest man-made waterways. Known as the Golden Bridge in English, the Centennial White Baidu Bridge is a deservedly popular city icon. Connecting the Huangpu and Hongkou districts across the lower reaches of Suzhou Creek, the bridge offers wonderful views all over the Huangpu River to the Oriental Pearl TV Tower in Pudong area. Neighboring the bridge, there stands the monuments to the people's heroes and a small historical gallery at its base, which were erected in 1993. Standing on the bund, you can get a better view of the classic and everlasting world architectural gallery of the old Shanghai and the rising and glorious Lujiazui Financial Trade Center in modern Shanghai. It's very impressive of the two different fascinating pictures across the both sides, and maybe the view is one of the best in Shanghai. Leaping upon the Huangpu River, Lujiazui Finance and Trade Zone is the first ever national financial development zone. As the bund remains the good memory of modern Shanghai, but Lujiazui is the transitional sign of modern city. That gives you a strong contrast between the life in Pudong and the parts on the bund. Lujiazui Finance and Trade Zone is impressed by the cluster of skyscrapers, including the Oriental Pearl Broadcasting and TV Tower, the 88-story Jinmao Tower, and Shanghai World Financial Center, which are not only the representative symbols of Lujiazui, but the nearest landmark of the amazing city. The base of the tower is supported by 3 7-meter-wide slanting stanchions. The revolving Oriental Pearl restaurant is located on the upper board of the TV tower, 267 meters above the ground. It is the highest revolving restaurant in Asia. Shanghai City History Exhibition Hall is also located in the Oriental Pearl TV Tower with an area of over 6,000 square meters. It is for history education, culture, appreciation, tour and amusement. It is an innovative display. At night, seeing Oriental Pearl TV Tower far away, you can have the first impression of the cloudiness and attractiveness with the neon light illumination. Offside to the Oriental Pearl TV Tower at a distance, Jinmao Tower is the supreme and gorgeous symbol in the heart of Shannonese, covering an area of more than 1,500 square meters. The observation hall on the 88th floor atop of the Jinmao Tower is a place where you could get fantastic view of the city. Jinmao Tower was the highest edifice in the city until its neighboring building, Shanghai World Financial Center, was completed in August 2008. Having 101 floors with a height of 492 meters, Shanghai World Financial Center is presently the tallest skyscrapers in China, and is also currently the third tallest skyscrapers in the world, behind Caliphate Tower and Taipei 101. The observation and exhibition areas in the tower are on floors 94 through 100. It has 3 observation decks on the 94th floor at 423 meters, the 97th floor at 439 meters, named Observatory Bridge, and 100th floor at 474 meters. The observation deck on the 100th floor is world's highest observation deck, which offers the better view of the Oriental Pearl TV Tower. Known as the Green Lung, sprawling People Square at the very heart of the booming Shanghai is the city's administrative, culture, transportation, and business center. On the north side of the square stands municipal government headquarters building, and the Shanghai Museum face each other across the great distance on the south side with it. It's unbelievable that Shanghai Central Park and Central Square are built on the old site of the colonial Shanghai's horse racing track, possibly dating back to the 19th century. Once a favorite amusement for the British community and upper-class Chinese. Major modifications were made to the People Square by local municipal government in full scale due to the needs of national reform and opening up and the city's development. On the north-south axis, the Shanghai Municipal Government building, which symbolizes the power and authority, is opposite towards the Shanghai Museum. Shanghai Museum is a museum of ancient Chinese art. It has a various collection of bronze, ceramics, calligraphy, furniture, jades, Asian coins, paintings, seals, sculptures, minority art, and foreign art. The building has a round top and a square base, symbolizing the ancient Chinese perception of world as round sky, square earth. On the both wings of local municipal government headquarters stand Shanghai Urban Planning Exhibition Center and the Shanghai Grand Theater. Shanghai Urban Planning Exhibition Center is the largest of its kind throughout the world, which offers exhibition, data searching, study, and exchange, education, and leisure and sightseeing service. Dubbed as Window of Shanghai, the center features the theme of city, human, environment, and development. With its huge arch-shaped dome, Shanghai Grand Theater is a leading world-class crystal arena. Shanghai Grand Theater is dedicated to becoming the model for China theaters, the culture name card of city, and the center for cultural creativity. The new century city will be the internationalized, modernized, and fashionable specimen. The City Gold Temple, or Zhenhuang Miao in Shanghai, is a must to go for those who try to inquire the old Shanghai. A historical picture of the city in the past has been shown in front of their eyes. The temple connects to Yuyuan Garden, another landmark of the old city. The temple is colloquially known in Shanghai as the Old City Gold Temple. There are over hundreds of shops and stores in this area, most of which are century-old so far. Situated in the midst of the old city near the City Gold Temple, the gardens make an excellent and restful stop in the working tour of the area. The famous Mid-Lake Pavilion Tea House sits right next to garden's main entrance, reached by the zigzag bridge across large carp pond. As an excellent example of in-area garden design, Yuyuan parks, corridors, rock formations, and carefully arranged greenery lead visitors through the space that is much smaller than it appears. At noon, you can have a good taste of delicious Shanghai native cuisine dishes in the antique-style Lu Bo Lang restaurant, or walking through the alleys and lanes. You are sure of being captivated and appealed by the antique local-style snacks, such as Nanshan small steam bun, the steam buns with vegetable stuffings in Song Yun Lo restaurant, and stuffed lard and sesame dumplings. The Old City Gold Temple is really well called the Kingdom of Snacks. In addition, visitors could also appreciate the beauty of classical Chinese architecture in the Old City Gold Temple. Reputed as top-notch well-known gardens in southeastern China, Yuyuan Garden is one of 5 classical gardens in Shanghai. The garden consists of 6 scenic spots, namely the Grand Rockery, features peaks, cliffs, and gorges, Heralding Spring Hall, in the garden, ornamental palms and pavilions, Jade Magnificent Hall, Lotus Pool, and the 10,000 Flowers Tower. It's the first ever garden on the sea, and is the best example of famous garden in southern China. The Old City Temple is the source of local traditional culture. The unique geographical locations provide a more developing space for the various folk art during different historical periods. Based on the profound cultural background, folk artists are showcased as suspended and civilized Chinese traditional folk handicraft works, including paper cutting, chaohuang, campaign painting, masks, shadow puppets, straw-weaved products, and peep show, etc. The unique folk art in various themes is the symbol of traditional Chinese culture and daily activities, and people who have a deep understanding of the flower of traditional culture and colorful Chinese folk art. Formerly named Middle Fangbang Road, the old street starts from South Henan Road in the west and ends at Renmin Road in the east. Working into Shanghai Old Street will probably make you think you have arrived in bustling open-air market, the turn of the century Shanghai. Here you will find many shops and stores dating back to more than 100 years. Having a renowned reputation as the first gold and jewelry city in China, Lishui Road is covered with Laomiao Gold Store and Yayi Gold Store. The gold from Laomiao brings you good luck is becoming a very popular advertising slogan for people all over the country. The old names or streets and Shikumen house recorded vicissitude dates of 100 years Shanghai. They are relics of Shanghai's fascinating history, but over the years they have been sadly deteriorated because of lead maintenance. In order to restore the original appearance of the Shikumen, long tombs, or alleys, the selected reconstructed buildings are based on old design drawings. The original bricks and tiles were preserved before construction commenced. Shikumen, or Stone Arch Gate, is a special old form of residence in Shanghai. Shikumen houses have gradually become the symbol of East meeting West in Shanghai. The Shikumen houses also witnessed the turning point of Chinese history. The most influential First National Congress, the Communist Party of China, was held in the Shikumen building on Xinye Road, making the birth of the party. The urban city is lined with the garden houses in the 1930s and 1940s on both sides of the quiet street, which were home to official bureaucrats, foreign investors, competitors, and entrepreneurs. The one road in Shanghai is closely related with celebrities. Duolan Road is the significant and commemorable cultural celebrity streets in Shanghai, which is also the condensation of modern culture. Such Chinese literary giants Lu Xun, Guo Moluo lived and wrote. Today, the Duolan Road after renovation has turned into a cultural street, featuring old-style buildings, residences, and memorial halls of cultural relics. As the local economy rapidly developed, religious culture in Shanghai also started to enrich and diversify. The Buddhism was firstly introduced into the city. It's said that Longhua Temple and Jinnan Temple were both built in the Three Kingdom periods, having a history of more than 1700 years to date. The Longhua Temple is famous for its old tower, temple fair, and evening chimes. The name Jin'an Temple can be translated as Temple of Peace and Tranquility, and Jin'an District was also named after the temple. Established in 1918, the Zhou Buddha Temple was the best example of Buddhist buildings in Shanghai. Shijiahui Catholic Cathedral, also known as Cathedral of St. Ignatius, is the largest Catholic cathedral in Shanghai, having a grand Middle-Age Rome Gothic design. Shijiahui Catholic Cathedral was the first cathedral built after the Opium War in China. Besides the impressive attractions in the urban city, the suburban Shanghai is another beautiful picture which is worthy of during visit. Walking into the 1,000-year-old town in Shanghai is to experience the cultural glamour of water town in southern China. As many other places in the south and lower reaches of Yangtze River or southern China, the suburban Shanghai is also home to lots of water towns, where it's the birthplace of Shanghai and a source of local human civilization. Zhujiazhou Town, around shore of vast Dingshan Lake, is a fan-shaped old town with hundreds of years of history. Thousands of buildings of Ming Dynasty and Qing Dynasty stand by lakes, and stone bridges connecting the streets to form the unique and beautiful waterscapes. The prosperous business center, which is centered by Beida Street, Dashin Street, and Caohe Street, was placed at Three-Lane Long Street, crowded with thousands of stores in the old times. Fangshan's Bridge, during the period and the reign of Wang Li of the Ming Dynasty, is the biggest fine-art stone bridge in Shanghai, and acknowledged as the first of the top 10 scenic spots of Zhujiazhou. Beida Street is the best preserved street in the Ming and Qing dynasties in Shanghai. Kezhi Garden, one of the famous gardens in the southern China, is just situated at the northwestern part of the ancient city. Having selected as one of the 8 must-see attractions in Shanghai, Fanjin Asian Town is the largest and well-preserved surviving water town in Shanghai. Fanjin is a typical Asian water town on the southern Yangtze Delta. The dense waterway nets on outskirts, and the crisscrossing verticals inside the town were vividly described in the verse. 2 bridges in 3 steps, and temples in 1 glance. The town is also known as the birthplace of the famed Jinshan peasant painting, which was won praise for its creative designs and bright colors that vividly represent the everyday life of the working people. Located in the center of Minhang district of Shanghai, Qibao Asian Town is the nearest town from downtown area. The old building could be divided into northern section and southern section. The southern section is featured of local characteristic delicacy, such as the traditional Qibao square cake, lamb meat, haitan cake, etc. And the northern section was famous for its art, crafts, local handicrafts, curio, calligraphy, and painting. It has been a prosperous street for leisure, port, and shopping. Yangzhou and Suzhou are the most famous cities for their elegant gardens. But the suburban Shanghai also is home to very styled classical gardens in southern China, especially Guyi Garden, Qushui Garden, Zuibai Pond, and Chousha Nursery. Together with Yuyuan Garden, they are called 5 classical gardens in Shanghai. Guyi Garden is well known for the green ripple bamboos, the whitening and quiet water, the elegant building and meaningful poetry and couplet rhymes, as well as exquisite, colorful stone alley, etc. The 5 strong characteristics made Guyi Garden appear plain, simple, elegant, insipidity, and neat. The Chousha Nursery used to be the private garden originally during the Ming Dynasty. But the Zuibai Pond, the oldest classical garden in Shanghai, is the quaint Thames with a square pond in the middle, surrounded by pavilions, terraces, chambers, and riverside pavilions, impressing visitors with its beautiful scenery. Besides Zuibai Pond, Fangtar Garden, or Square Pagoda Garden, is also one of the hot spots in Songjiang district. The square pagoda in the garden was erected in Northern Song Dynasty. Of the long course of development of Chinese classic gardens, the unique aesthetic system of mountains and rivers and natural landscape has been shaped. Located at riverside Dingshan in Qingpu District, Shanghai, Grandview Garden, a complex in typical architectural style of Qing Dynasty, is modeled from themes described in Dream of Red Mansions, one of the greatest Chinese novels. The garden is home to more than 20 architectural landscapes, and some duplicate Asian architecture complex. Oriental Land of Shanghai Teenagers Extracurricular Activities campsite is located at the western lakeshore of the beautiful Dingshan Lake, adjacent to Jiangsu and Zhejiang province. Equipped with the unique educational resources and abundant programs, Oriental Land is perfect choice to hold recreational and social activities for the youth. The metropolitan Shanghai also boasts optimal ecological environment, especially in Shanghai Botanic Garden, Nanhui Peach Garden, Fresh Flower Port. Adjacent to the Shanghai South Railway Station, Shanghai Botanical Garden is the largest municipal botanic garden in China. Every early springtime, the Shanghai Botanic Garden features amounts of roaring cherry blossoms, with different variety blooming in section. But the annual Peach Blossom Festival in Nanhui District, which runs from the late March to early April, attracts more attention all over the city. Nanhui District has been known for its peach blossom all the time, which tops the East China in area and variety. As spring is coming, Fenshan District will soon be surrounded by the gorgeous golden landscape. Fields of bright yellow rapeseed flowers are coming into bloom by this time of the year. The Shanghai Rapeseed Flower Festival in Fenshan District offers city dwellers a special treat. In addition, the Shanghai Flower Port in Nanhui District has a dazzling exhibition of flowers all year round. And Shanghai Wildlife Zoo in Nanhui District is a paradise of kids. Shanghai Wildlife Zoo is the first national wild animal park, which collects animals from all over the world, including 200 extremely rare and special species. The park consists of two parts, a bus visiting area and working area. During the Shanghai World Expo periods, nearly 10 giant panthers from Oolong, Sichuan province will be moved into the zoo. Central Park, located in the administrative and cultural center of Pudongyu area, is the largest ecological city park reaching natural features in the central area of the Inner Ring Line in Shanghai. Dubbed as the Reputation Holiday Park, it is the most popular destination of family outings on weekends and holidays. Due to the unique geographical location and historical background, Shanghai was home to foreigners and wealthy men during the modern times. She was always standing on the leading edge of 20th world, and people follow its changeable and flexible rhythms. Undoubtedly, Shanghai is here as shopping paradise, as a large-scale shopping mall could be found in each administrative region. But East Nanjing Road, West Nanjing Road, Huaihai Road, Xujiahui, and Lujiazui in Pudong are the 5 well-recognized business areas in the city. In 1930s alone, 4 department stores opened in Shanghai, and today, the notable Chinese #1 district in East Nanjing Road makes shopping a true event for visitors. Since 1920s, Nanjing Road is the busiest commercial street in Shanghai. Today's Nanjing Road is the mixture of old history and rising new look. One of 4 department stores on Nanjing Road was replaced by Shanghai #1 department store. The time-honored Yong'an department store restored its original style. The city has been home to crane of century-old stores in different walks of life. There are also a lot of places for shopping in Shanghai, such as Shanghai Landmark Department Store, Bailian Shimao International Plaza, and Shanghai New World Department Store, etc. West Nanjing Road was originally called Jin'ansi Road. In 1945, it was changed into West Nanjing Road. In recent years, West Nanjing Road was turned into the high-end commercial street, and it leads the fashion trend of the city. During the tourist building in Puxi, Plaza 66 on West Nanjing Road is a commercial and office complex. The department store boasts the best collections of luxuries from numerous world top brands. In recent years, more and more world-famous brands thronged into West Nanjing Road, so as to make it one of the most popular places to buy luxuries. There are products from the world-top brands, Westgate Mall, City Square, and Plaza 66 on the Golden Shopping Triangle in Shanghai. And more five-star hotels and well-known department stores lie on the road, including Shanghai JC Mandarin Hotel, Shanghai Center Department Store, and Shanghai Ongoing Department Store Limited. As a tourism and shopping street, the central old Huaihai Road, formerly named Xiafei Road, shares the good reputation with the Nanjing Road. It can be on par with the Avenue des Champs-Élysées in Paris, the Fifth Avenue in New York City, Ginza in Tokyo, and Archer Road in Singapore. The Huaihai Road has centralized the famous stores such as Paris Spring Department Store, Parkson Shopping Center, Pacific Department Store, and Shanghai Times Square, demonstrating varieties of articles with world brand names and lofty stamps, which have made shopping in Shanghai reach the world-class standard. Xujiahui, which lies in the southwestern section of Shanghai City proper, is a well-established commercial center and one of the country's nearest shopping meccas. Some of department stores in this area are Metro City, the Pacific Department Store, Orange Shopping Center, Pacific Digital Plaza, Grand Gateway Plaza, and many other large shopping malls. These 6 giant department stores all cluster in circular shape, making it easy to get around. People could feel in touch with the pulse of the current days anytime. White-collar workers and career women are the mainstream consumers of department stores in Xujiahui, including Huijin Department Store and Shanghai Grand Gateway Plaza. Xujiahui Commercial District is most famous for its electronic products and equipment, especially in Pacific Digital Plaza. One of the attractive icons in today's Shanghai is called Xintiandi. Nestled in the heart of the city, Xintiandi is the dining, shopping, and amusement center with the Shikumen or Stand Gate as the main architectures. Now, Xintiandi has been developed into the world-renowned place for party and also taken as the classical case of successful real estate development. Taikang Road was typical Shanghai Lane community, which now develops into the haven for creative artists. The first act of transformation on this street started when the world-renowned painter Chen Yifei and several other artists and fashion designers set up studios and galleries in old factory workshops on Taikang Road. Shanghai has been a boon of creative industry parks. A batch of creative parks had taken initial shape as some old factory buildings and warehouses thanks to the city. Located at number 50 Moganshan Road on south bank of Suzhou Creek, M50 Creative Park, one of birthplace of national industries in Shanghai, is another new cultural attraction in Shanghai. Someone says the dock was constructed before the establishment of the city. As we all know, Shiliupu Dock was the earliest dock in the city. Shiliupu Dock is a place that has been testimony to the ebb and flow of Shanghai's history, and is now shaping into the commercial and retail destination that will be recognized for its stunning views, open green areas, extensive shopping and dining options. Some small stores at the corner of South Shamshi Road and Chang'e Road played a more and more significant role in fashion goers in Shanghai. Hundreds of boutiques and special stores stand aside the streets, where is a really long row of stores mostly for women. The stores here are the ones that offer the trendiest selections for women. As of Dongtai Road in Shanghai, it's probably an ordinary street, but it gained a good reputation afterward due to the antiques market on the street. Dongtai Road Antiques Market is a characteristic handicraft street, featuring over 200 antique stores on both sides of 200-meter-long street, which attracts visitors all over the world. The market offers the variety of everything that reflects the busiest city life during 1920s and 1930s, such as ceramics, jade, and calligraphy and painting. It is a good place to go treasure hunting in the city. Just as the traditional Chinese saying goes, bread is depth of life. In Shanghai, one of most common greetings is, "Have you eaten yet?" instead of saying hello to each other when they met. It's pretty safe to assume that food is the key pillar of culture. Eating in Shanghai is becoming one of the important approaches to have a full understanding of the city. Small steamed stuffed bird and fried stuffed bird are the most popular dim sum in Shanghai. Namsham steamed stuffed bun, which is said to have a history of over 100 years, is famous for its thin wrap, big stuffing, strong flavor, and tender meat. Visitors who have a good taste of Namsham steamed stuffed bird and Namsham steamed bird restaurant, which is situated beside the Zagrin Bridge in the Old City Go Temple. What's more, the chicken rice congee and plain boiled chicken with soy sauce from Xiaoshaoxin Chicken Rice Congee Restaurant and vegetable stuffed bird in Songyuelou are the snacks with the local flavor. The cream spice beans and legal candy are the local specialities, which are the most popular gifts for the guests. As the birthplace of the Shanghai cuisine, also known as Benban cuisine, Shanghai Old Restaurant on Fuyou Road is a famous restaurant in Shanghai culinary style, offering hundreds kinds of local cuisine. Shanghai is thronged with various sorts of delicious food and snacks. Various kinds of local snacks have distinctive flavors. Do you have a good appetite? We'll lead you to a number of local snack streets, covered with restaurants and eateries in Shanghai. They will be sure to satisfy your one-stop tasting. South Yunnan Road is an old food street from East Jinling Road to East Yan'an Road in Huangpu District. Restaurants here are mainly focusing on Shanghai cuisines. So, South Yunnan Road is a good place for Shanghai cuisine lovers. The spiritual civilization is one of the most important parts of construction of socialist society. Over the years, more and more art performing centers have been established to boost and promote local spiritual civilization construction. Shanghai Oriental Art Center and Shanghai Concert Hall are the main sites of local music and art activities all the time, which hosts a series of high-level performances, including the annual Shanghai Spring Music Festival and International Broadcasting Music Festival, attracting lots of great musicians and symphony orchestras worldwide. Known as the #1 theater in Far East, the Eiffel Theater is the oldest and the most spectacular performing stage for the Peking opera. Together with the Grand Cinema Shanghai or the #1 cinema in Far East, witnessed the rapid development of the city. To strengthen popular science education, Shanghai Museum of Science and Technology and Shanghai Ocean Aquarium were established as the important sites of local spiritual civilization. With the theme of nature, mankind, and technology, Shanghai Museum of Science and Technology is featured with 12 themed exhibition halls, such as Spectrum of Life, Earth Exploration, Light of Wisdom, Home on Earth, Light of Exploration, and Space Navigation, etc. Definitely, the museum is the cradle of your scientific dream. Shanghai Ocean Aquarium is currently the only aquarium in the world to have a separate exhibition zone that showcases aquatic animals from China, particularly the rare and precious species from the famous Yangtze River, with experiencing the wonders of 5 continents at the bottom of the sea as its exhibition theme. The aquarium is made up of several major areas of Asia, South America, Australia, and Africa, etc. Night Shanghai, Night Shanghai, you sleepless city, dancing lights, hustling cars, including songs and endless dance, with a shoot of peace and wealth. Over a century, people are echoed by the song Night Shanghai or Ye Shanghai in Chinese, which has been a favorite piece since it was firstly performed in the early days. Night in Shanghai is more gentle and exuberant. Standing on the Binjiang Avenue, Pudong, you probably could get a fantastic view of the band. The most attractive part of Shanghai is that Western and Eastern cultures coexist in the metropolis. You can appreciate European architecture on hustling avenues, as well as local residency at the quiet back streets. No wonder Shanghai is a fancy land for you to explore and will always surprise you. Rambling on to the band, you may lure up the rich architecture legacy, which more looks like an undaunting and passionate piece of symphonic poem. With the flowing and dancing lights above the Huangpu River, it depicts the most beautiful night scene in Shanghai. The sightseeing boat along the Huangpu River also give a good view of Lujiazui, Pudong. At night, the Orient Pearl TV tower is shining brightly, looking like the scattered pearls in the galaxy of the silver stars in the distance, and echoing the buildings in various shapes. At night, the buildings along the band are lit, which makes their architectural features stand out beautifully. It offers amazing photography opportunity. The dazzling band looks like a giant crystal palace is highly praised by visitors home and abroad. Shanghai at night is a sleepless city with dazzling neon lights, flashing huge billboards, and advertisements on the street sides. The dazzling neon light flicker with the bright colors on Nanjing Road is one of 8 new attractions. At night, numerous and colorful neon lights sparkle in darkness, making the street extremely charming and dreamlike. It's one of the most famous shopping centers of the world. The time-honored Nanjing Road also has numerous famous shops, so does the Huaihai Road. Living in Shanghai will be the happiest experience of your life. You could feel the most elegant and wonderful life, and buy the gorgeous and ideal fashions, and have a taste of top-brand coffee, and listen to the first-class concert. But in no better place than bars in Shanghai can we define emotion. Each aspect in your life reflects the metropolitan melodies. Bar is the perfect embodiment of the elegant life in Shanghai. The city is home to several traditional bar streets, including the Henshan Road, Minzhang Avenue, Xintiandi, South Naoming Road, and Tongren Road. Henshan Road is the oldest and biggest bar street in Shanghai, formerly named Leidang Road. The place was the top-grade uptown in French Concession. The main street of street is bars, and there are tea houses, hotels, hairdressing rooms, disport centers, restaurants, and galleries as well. Now, Henshan Road has built an atmosphere of unique individuality, enterprise culture, and management characteristics. It's making great efforts to construct the leisure and characteristic street of European taste and custom of New Shanghai. Xintiandi is a mixture of modern and tradition. It is also the hot bar street in Shanghai, preserving traditional architectural styles within a modern and convenient setting. Stirring in ease, everywhere the open-air seats are packed of various people, meandering in Xintiandi as if the time turns back to the old Shanghai Nation building, each flanking the red brick wall and massive back gate. The impression of night in Shanghai was a real poetry of singing merrily and dancing gracefully in dance hall. Today, there still remains a number of old nightclub dance halls in Shanghai. As the exploding fireworks foretell the new aspirations and rosy future of Shanghai, the city now is on right track and is sparing no effort to improve its overall competitiveness in all dimensions, to increase its international popularity, and to raise local people's living conditions, laying the solid foundation for our ideal targets.